absolutely, full spectrum tunable light is what's happening. The biophilia, buzz and wellness buzz is something that's still, I think, in its, infancy, but it's happening. I'm not sure it's going to gain traction as quickly as everyone hopes it will, but I think it's a natural move for us. We see wellness, being a concern, especially for people who can afford that concern, and we don't seem to have any shortage of those clients, coming to us. The other thing that we saw this year also was, a lot of innovation on voice. So, the Josh AI experiment continues, and it's doing real. I think they're really onto it. I mean, most people are still very suspect of voice, and they've had some interesting experiences, unreliable experiences, with Alexa or Google. Maybe less Google, but. And Apple really hasn't gotten off the ground fully. It's it's emerging technology, and I think that's going to take maybe a few more years, but I'm really excited about the direction. I think that something like Room Perfect, and of course we're biased, to Room Perfect, but it's essential. These equalization systems are becoming much more sophisticated, and they're way easier to deploy than they ever have been in the past. So. I think you can't do a room without it. For us with Room Perfect, it doesn't matter if we're doing Atmos or we're doing a 5.1 or we're doing 2-channel. We like having Room Perfect equalization on every part of our project for those rooms that really count, the rooms that matter. People assume that because there's an app for something that it'll just be fine, it'll work, it's good enough. I have this app, I'll just, app surf. Actually, that's not really a great way to use your home and control your home. And we still think that there's a lot of value for third-party control systems, to have an umbrella that's going to actually take those controls to allow you perhaps to create some scenes that are really easy, morning scenes, and it's through the entire home. So we're dealing with lighting, we're dealing with shades, we're dealing with HVAC, we're dealing with security, we're dealing with all those aspects, not just, audio and video, but to be able to combine all of those different subcategories and have just one button that engages a user expressed scene, not dictated by the engineering, in our company, is really powerful. And people don't quite understand that until they actually see it. 8K to me so far has just been another way to make a different type of sale. It's a buzzword, everybody misunderstands it. I mean, I look at people that say to me, yeah, I really need that 8K television. I'm like, well, what are you gonna watch with that? Yeah, I think that I'd really like to see things in a full-blooded 4K format before we jump off that bridge and go into 8K, and I think it is a little confusing for people. Direct view LED panels, I think, are not quite ready yet for residential systems. And the reason for that are because of the expense and because of some of the problems that they still have with motion artifact. You can buy a $200,000 0.9 direct view LED that's maybe 108 inches in diameter, but compare that to a projection system, and I think you can get a lot more for your money that way. They are a little power hungry, that's another thing that I should mention, and people have to be really educated about what that takes to put a panel in your room. So no, I don't think they're quite ready yet. I think that what the direct view panels that we have in our showroom are really exciting to see. You can see the progression, you can see what's going to happen down the line, and I think they're getting ready to be introduced in a very niche way residentially, but it's just not there yet.